So we are going to study this new microprocessor known as Raspberry Pi 3 Model B. It is a new microprocessor launched by Raspbian family just to introduce a new type of microprocessor in the series of microprocessors produced by Raspberry Pi. So today we are going to learn the hardware specifications of Raspberry Pi 3 Model B. Raspberry Pi is a type of microprocessor which consists of ARM Cortex A53 IC, and this microprocessor is 10 times faster than its previous family members Raspberry Pi 2, Raspberry Pi 1. But the major advantage of Raspberry Pi 3 is that it has inbuilt Wi-Fi and Bluetooth module, and it also has 1 GB RAM with quad-core processor clocked at 1.2 GHz, which is 10 times faster than any other Raspberry Pi models. Now we are going to learn something about its hardware. So its hardware specification consists starting with it has 4 USB 2.0 port. As you can see, there are 4 USB 2.0 connection ports. Just beside these USB ports, here is an Ethernet connection port to which a LAN could be connected, so that you could access internet by using the LAN connection. Now here there are 40 general purpose input-output pins. Through these general purpose input-output pins, you can give any input and can receive any output from this development board. Now moving on further, it also has a micro USB port for supplying power to the development board. Here you will connect your USB jack and it will provide the power to this development board. Just beside the USB port, here is an HDMI jack which is used for interfacing TV screen with it. So you could directly access any HD movies or any type of games through this HDMI port. Now moving on further, there is a audio jack for connecting any audio devices to this board. On the same face, it has one camera plug-in module as well as one display plug-in module. And the uses of this plug-in modules are that you could interface either camera or any display with this microprocessor. Now, as you can see, this chip acts as a CPU or the brain of this development board. This is the chip, which is the ARM Cortex A53 IC. This controls hold the board, and it is a quad-core 1.2 GHz processor, quad-core processor. Now looking at the back of this device, we can here see that here it is a SD card jack, where you could insert any of the SD card so as to load any type of operating system into your development board. Like if you want to work on Linux or you want to work on Windows, so different types of operating system can be loaded into this development board by inserting an SD card here in this SD card jack. Just beside this SD card jack, you can see that there is a Wi-Fi module. Now, as this development mode has an advantage that it has inbuilt Wi-Fi module, you need not to connect any Wi-Fi dongle into your USB port to access any Wi-Fi. You could directly connect your Raspberry Pi development board to any of the Wi-Fi available through this inbuilt Wi-Fi module. It also has inbuilt Bluetooth module so that you could communicate with any of the other Bluetooth devices through this Raspberry Pi model. So Raspbian Pi is the most commonly used operating system in our Raspberry Pi. So I hope that you have learned something good and interesting features about this Raspberry Pi microprocessor. In the next tutorial, we will get started with by booting our first operating system into our Raspberry Pi development board. So see you in the next tutorial.